Hey! Get 'em! Morning, everyone. We're going out spraying, desiccating another field of edible beans. That will be our three out of four edible bean fields. Bin site looks nice in the morning. There's Chet! He's my water boy. We were just talking, we don't know why we get the early job. Well, someone's got to do it. We're the day shift and the night shift. If someone could explain why a camera will always see better through the fog than the human eye. To you guys that looks pretty clear. And I can see, but for a while back there it was like 100 yards. So, I don't know how you guys, your eyes are better than mine, I guess. Hope Duggo's not coming this way. We are on his road to go to his house. Hope he's not up too early. Sleep in, Duggo, I'm coming down the road. Well, I'm just about done with the third field out here, and I am missing the cat tractor. I'll be honest. That thing could, it had better hydraulics, stronger hydraulics, so we tensioned all of our T-tracks with it when we owned it, both the cat and the John Deere T-track. And we don't have that tractor anymore, so the tracks on this T-track are loose. Well, they're looser than what we had. And I'm slipping, the drive hub is slipping inside the rubber track because of all the dew and the moisture on these edible beans, which we're out here early spraying them so that we don't damage the pods or shell them out. But yeah, I go into the headland to turn and the wheel spins, but the track don't spin with it, so I keep going straight. And it's been a battle every turnaround, so the joys of I don't know what to call it. Fireman. I will say, if you guys can see, this field is really clean. We're doing the same mix, 20 ounces of paraquat, 1 ounce of sharpen. And the paraquat is what we put in for weeds. It does a better job at killing off the water hemp and everything. But this field's fairly clean. This is another time where if we had a direct injection system on the sprayer, which I've ran before, that's really nice because you just turn that on when you get to the weed patches, and in this case we would put our paraquat in there and send that out the booms, and then you shut off that direct injection system, which all that is a separate tank mounted on the sprayer with pure chemical in it. So when you want that additional chemical, you turn that pump on and it sends it out to the boom with the rest of your solution. It'd work great here because we don't need paraquat for a majority of this field, but there are some bad spots where the weeds are bad where I would want paraquat on, so it's kind of a cost-saving thing having that direct injection system on. I know when we put them on, when I put one on 4 years ago, I believe it was like $5 grand in parts, and then we had our own labor into it for install. But you know, when you're talking about $10 an acre in chemical savings, that can pay off pretty quick.
Wow, what a beautiful fall morning. It is gorgeous out. About time to lose the sweatshirt. It's before 8 o'clock in the morning. It was extremely foggy this morning. I just got done mixing up Eric. He's desiccating some more black beans, and that leaves only one more field to do, but that was planted 5 days after the one we're spraying right now. So it'll probably be another week till we spray that one. We'll probably be combining when that one needs to be sprayed. Our bin builders were back, or our dealer that puts together all of the double runs, drag conveyors, reclaim, and fill conveyors basically. So they were here building these things. They put them together all on the ground, and it sounds like this weekend they're gonna get a crane out here, and these are gonna be going up on top of these things right here. So I'm excited about that. I wanna look at these. These are a different brand than we normally use. These are actual Brock conveyors, or double runs is what we call them, tube conveyor. We went with this because they're a new release from Brock, and we're gonna try them out. I think they got some different features that the other ones don't have that are nice, a little heavier duty. So this is one of the features. Has a clean out gate on it. Take these two bolts out, you can clean it out. This gate pulls out, you can clean it out. Their paddles are a little beefier than what we're familiar with. It's got an angle iron basically, so more strong, more bolts holding the paddles on. So those are some of the main features of it. In the end, it moves grain. This one is actually the one that is going to be going up that roof. So that one has a roof auger, but that's an 8-inch. And we're going to be upgrading to 10-inch because when we put that up, we only had one dryer, now we have two. We felt it was a good time to upsize this so we don't have a weak link to fill this one up. So together, about 385,000 bushels will be going through this per season if the crops are good. We always hope that. So we didn't want the bottleneck to be the one that is going to be filling the vast majority of the bin site. So we're upsizing that, taking the 8-inch down, and this double run will be filling this much, much longer one. Same thing, just longer. So that one will be dumping into this one's tail. This one will be laying a little bit of a slope because the new 200,000 bushel bin is 7 feet higher than the 185,000 bushel bin. So it is going to be at a little bit of an incline. Can you see right there? There's bracing on the new bin to support it halfway. But the nice part about that, rather than doing a conveyor like this, so this is a standard drag conveyor, just a bunch of paddles in there. Here's what this looks like. Very efficient way of moving grain, very low maintenance. The cost of this conveyor versus a double run, pretty similar, until you have to add supporting catwalking to support that when you're in the air, which can get to be very, very costly and kind of, I mean, you're buying more parts, why wouldn't it be? It makes sense. So that's why we kind of like those, because you don't need, they can go 50 feet without needing a support. Well, that one's much longer, so they're gonna have a support halfway. But that's kind of why we chose what we chose here. Basically, price. It all comes down to what we can do the cheapest, but yet get the job done efficiently. So this conveyor is basically just to reclaim that 200,000 bushels of grain. We do have a side chute here, side draw, that we put in the second ring. So it's actually going to gravity flow into this drag conveyor. And then we don't have to wear our unloads out, pay electricity, so on and so forth. But this will take it back to what our pit conveyor. I'll show you that here. So there's the new bin. Conveyor comes in here. It's going to be connected to this one. This drag conveyor is also what takes away from the grain pits to our grain legs. So it all ties together really nice. In the future, if we build bins to the east of these bins, we will bring another one of these drag conveyors and drop it into this one, and then just connect all the links back to the grain leg. To then, the end goal is to get it right there. So the trucks pull under, fill them up, away they go. 3 minutes, they're gone. They're loaded and out of here. So it works pretty good. just a lot of planning. Any bend site, it don't just happen. You got to have a good dealer to help you, and I mean they deal with it all the time, so they kind of bring a lot of knowledge to the game, I guess I should say. But progress is moving. Sounds like this weekend they're gonna get the drags up there, and then we can get the electrician to start running wires to the motors, and we'll pretty soon have a site back up and running, which is good because corn harvest is probably a month away or 5 weeks away. So I hope I didn't bore you with that, but we get a lot of questions about our bend site, and this is a cool project, and I like to show how it was all put together, the planning behind it, the reasons why we did it, to hopefully help you guys. And it's cool. It fascinates me. I love bends and how they work, and the equipment. It's cool stuff. Breakfast?
Dinner, pork chops.
And eggs?
Little eggs, little potato.
Oh.
So I am going to do some of the final touches to this combine, checking it over. We got the head done. I'm going to get outside, fold open. We'll run the separator in the head. And then since this head is new to this combine, you just got to calibrate it anytime you hook up a new head. So we'll do a quick calibration. I believe the globe for our auto guidance, our RTK, needs to be calibrated, and we'll try to get this thing squared away so that it's ready. Okay, I'm not really familiar with 790s. I've been in a 680 for a few years, but we'll get the folding head taken care of here. Feeder house must be lower. Oh, learning. They also make you hold the button. I do remember that. More safety stuff, I suppose. But this is kind of nice. It is tough to see anything when the head's folded up and you're trying to drive down the road, but still, for some of the fields we have where you can't drive a combine into that field with a head on because the trees are too narrow going down the road, this will be a lifesaver. Okay, I'm going to lock that, just so I don't accidentally fold it up. Now that's for Chet. You know how he likes to press buttons. Okay, we are doing the feeder house, or header calibration. Now I noticed my snout is actually off the ground there. It got stuck in the gravel, but we'll try it. This right header height sensor wasn't working, so I took that off. Put a spare one of ours on there. That then calibrated fine. The globe up top, I calibrated that too, so that's super simple. But the deck plates, or the stripper plates that we just put on, the sensor that controls them, which has got nothing to do with what type of deck plates you have on, but this sensor isn't working. It's reading a low voltage. It's not much to them. You got a tie rod here that I have had break on me before, and that'll throw off your sensor. Or you got to make sure that your wiring and your sensor's actually plugged in. All of that checks out. So I think we have a bad sensor, which we don't have on hand. So we're gonna get that ordered and try replacing that, and then this head will be set to go, and we can take it off and go back to what we're supposed to be doing, getting ready for bean harvest.
Head's calibrated. The deck plates are fixed. It's ready to roll.
Yeah, and I lied to them earlier. I told them we were maybe going to get a new sensor for the deck plates, but we just extended that tie rod, and that brought it up into its voltage range.
Cheating.
Cheating. It's like college. But we're farming!
This is what Brody's been working on this afternoon, or this morning and early afternoon. Washed this one and then our straight truck. Boy, that guy knows how to wash a truck, I'll tell you that. I like it. Look at this one. getting them clean to go get them dirty. Doesn't that make sense? She shines up like she's new. Sweet. We've all been kind of working in our own projects today, which is good, but it's really efficient when everyone kind of splits up, just does their own thing. Less talking that way, but we've just kind of been all over the place. Me and Dad been working on a project, and well, then the corn head, and now Brody's cleaning shop floor. Have you took over Dad's role?
I guess so. He's never here. I can't get the black stuff off very well.
Yeah, them tire marks are embedded for life, maybe.
Whoa, hey everybody. First time holding the camera and having it point towards me. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I don't know where to hold it. There. Whoop, 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 whoop. Anyways, got the truck in here after I got it all washed, and I greased it all up. And I got to looking at the maintenance book, and it's 5,000 miles away from a service, so I decided to do it now instead of mid-harvest, because I don't think we want to do that at 10:30, 11 o'clock, maybe midnight, I don't know. But anyways, it's a pack car, so it's got 2 oil filters, and I already changed them. And all I got to do is put oil in, and it'll be ready to rock and roll. But before we put oil in, we got to shut the petcock. There we go. Chet, where does the oil go in at again? I was just kidding, Chet. I know where it goes. So I think the pack cars take 40 to 42 quarts, so here we go. Filling it up. What are you into?
I'm done. It's 5 o'clock.
Well, I'm not done yet.
You're filming, Brody.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah?
Doing my best.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
How's this
I deleted a
pack?
lot of videos, to be honest, and then restarted them all.
We all do. We all do.
Well, I got her full. I ran the truck for 2 or 3 minutes, and now I've let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes also. And I'm going to check it again, and if I need to add more, I will. Well, I checked it, and I needed to add another 2 quarts probably, so this truck should be ready for fall now.
All right, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the video. If you guys want to drop a comment below and give Brody a thumbs up for filming on his own today. Big step. It's hard to get used to the camera, and he's doing good. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.